as I want to learn Spanish, as much as I want to learn to salsa dance, as much as I want to do certain things in my life, I'm just never going to do them. Now, I don't take them off of my list. I don't delete them completely because then where will they go? They'll go back up in the RAM. Right? So I literally have what's called a never doing now list on my computer. Every 6 months or so, every year when I review my goals, I go back and I look at my never doing now list. Because if I'm just never going to do them, why do I want to look at them every day when I'm prioritizing my to-do list? It's a big waste of time. So move them onto a different list, my never doing now, so that they're there. You don't have to remember them, but you're just never going to do them, so you only look at it. Maybe your never doing now list get looked at once a month. Right? So I actually have what's called a never doing now. I'm just never going to do it. As much as I want to. I'm just honest. I don't have enough time. I'm never going to do it. I have all these magazines and newspapers that I want to read because they have such good articles in them. But if I'm honest with myself, what? I'm just never going to do it. We have to quit lying to ourselves. Quit telling ourselves the lies and really become honest with what are we just never going to do. I saw someone's hand flapping.
Yeah, so you'd never put something on it that you intend to do down the track?
No, yeah, you wouldn't put something that... Well, no, when I say never doing now, what I mean by that is I review my never doing now list every 6 months. Usually, sometimes not, sometimes even a year, right?
So you might pull something off that, you reckon?
Yeah, some point I might one day pull it off and go, I'm going to do this now. But not very often.
Okay.
So you just be honest with yourself. You know what? I'm tired of having this on my to-do list because I'm not going to do it anytime soon. Put it on my never doing now list. You might look at your never doing now list once a month. But if you're just not getting to it, the honey-do list you have at home, same thing. Honey, as much as I know that we should do that, I'm just never going to do it. So I'm going to take it off the list and put it somewhere else so that maybe someday I'll get to it when I have... Right? Maybe you pay some, who knows, but... Now here's another one that people have such resistance to. Oh my gosh, do they have resistance to this one? Right? I like telling my little story here. I used to be a chiropractor, and I used to be a holistic type chiropractor. And people would come in and go, I want help losing weight. I'd be like, no problem. You just simply have to do one thing. Keep track of everything you put into your mouth for a week. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. People are like, that's going to be too much work. I already know what I eat. And I get every objection in the world. And half the people wouldn't do it, and I wouldn't see them, and I wouldn't help them. And then some of the people would actually do it. And every single person who actually kept track of everything they put into their mouth, guess what they said to me? Oh, they had no idea. They couldn't believe it. Like just in seeing the written down list of everything they put in their mouth, that in of itself was like, wow, that's what I eat? Because we like to tell ourselves this little white lie. Oh, it's not that bad what I eat. My diet's okay. It's not horrible. But then as soon as it's written down, you're just like, wow. So, when I say keep a time log, write down everything you do for a week, guess what everybody does? I don't want to. I know what I do. I don't have enough time. And they come up with all the little reasons and excuses, and they love them and they pet them. And that little voice in the back of your head, a lot of you right now is going, yeah, I don't want to keep a time log. Why? How is that going to help me? I don't have time for that. None of you heard that little voice when you saw this. Right? Remember, if all you do is listen to that little voice today, what results are you going to get back in your life? Same results you've always got. All right? Let me put this another way for you. Are you ready? Why do you have a comfort zone? What's in your comfort zone? Why is it comfortable? Because you're used to it, because you've done it before. Right? So what's in your comfort zone you're used to because you've always done it before, right? So, what do you do? So if all you do is do what's in your comfort zone, then what? You're going to stay in the comfort zone. And you're going to get the same results you've always got. Do you see that? If all you do is what's comfortable, you're going to be doing the same thing you've always done. That's why it's comfortable, and you're going to get the same results you've always got. You have to do stuff that's uncomfortable, stuff that doesn't make you feel good. Otherwise, you're only going to get what you always got. Right? So, is this going to be uncomfortable for some of you? Do it anyway. If it takes more than 10 minutes a day to keep track of what you're doing, you're spending too much time. Do it in less detail. Shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes a day. And you're not going to do it every week. You're going to do it for a week. And just in seeing your list, you're going to have insights just like when people have insights about keeping track of what they eat. Now, if you have employees, my suggestion is make them do this. Right? But you're not doing it so that you can look at the list and help them manage their day better, because they will hate you for that. You are going to make your employees do it, and you're going to tell them why. Because when they do it, they will have insights themselves just by looking at it of what they could do differently or better or whatever, and they're going to be more proficient and efficient themselves. Yeah, and when you're billing people in an accounting firm, they have to do it automatically. And when you use Journal and Outlook, it keeps track of every Microsoft program you use down to the minute without you doing anything. Say that again?
I work with the company, we use this one to help people to re-engineer their process, how to do it, and still waste time, taking the time a lot, and then we re-engineer the whole process. That's to find the department.
Yeah. So long story short, what she's saying basically is we used to do this and to help people be more efficient and work better.
Yeah,
because it works. All right. Everybody look at your watch. I'm going to give you an hour and 8 minutes. An hour and 8 minutes. Please be back in your seats. Ready to begin?